Hello everyone. Suicide is a very hot topic at the moment, and I just wanted to have a brief but serious chat with you. You see, I'm very passionate about this subject because for over 25 years I've been living and breathing suicide, and pretty much I just wanted to have the opportunity to share some of my journey and some of the tools that I've developed to help pull me through those rough times. But actually, right now, it's lunchtime, so you're just going to have to follow me in the car. Now, I don't want to sound like an arrogant ass or anything, but I do consider myself a self-proclaimed authority on the subject. Because, as I said, for over 25 years, this is something that suicide was at the forefront of my mind every single minute of the day. It was this absolute genuine desire not to be here. And yet today, I can't even entertain a negative thought. In fact, I'm happy. I'm free from all negative expressions. I have exorcised my demons. My mind is clear. I'm not going to be all dramatic and like, I had such a painful life and things were so traumatic, woe is me. Not interested in that, but I want to assure you that I perfectly understand and acknowledge and know what it feels like to have this ongoing emotional battle. And by the way, I believe everybody has the ability to reverse chronic depression. Everybody has the ability to avoid suicide. In fact, I believe everybody has the ability to reverse chronic disease. There's many reasons why people kill themselves. First of all, there's the whole romance or the dramatisation of, what will killing myself mean? Who can I make suffer? What's all the drama about when I die at the funeral and people be crying? And I think we all go through those times where we think about the dramatisation and the romance of suicide. It's a way of communicating that we're actually in pain, we're suffering, and suicide is a way of communicating that. And then there's those who are trying to escape something. Like in the financial crash, people were jumping to their death because they've lost a lot of money. And of course other people, if they have a breakup in a relationship or they can't see their kids anymore, the pain is so immeasurable, they just need to escape, which is really sad, isn't it? And then there's those that are just so chronically depressed, they're so down, their spirit is so broken that they just can't imagine themselves living. They just don't want to live. It's not out of self-pity, it's not anything other than just not wanting to be here. And that is something that, probably I was suffering a little bit for, mostly for 25 years. So the good question is that, what are the driving forces behind this? What can you actually do about preventing this? Well, there are a lot of factors as to why we lead up to these negative expressions. But I just want to focus on a couple of tips and a couple of strategies that really helped me. Next time you're feeling suicidal and you're having thoughts of wanting to die, I want you to do this. And now, you might don't react too quickly, like give me a chance to explain because it seems a little bit weird when I say it, but if you're really suffering, give up. And think, right, you know what? I'm going to stop fighting. I'm going to kill myself. Yep, I've made the decision. I'm going to die. I'm going to commit suicide. And what happens is you can now let go because you've made your decision. You're going to do it. But this is the thing. Yes, make the decision you're going to die, but just not today. Kill yourself tomorrow, pretty much. Now, what happens is if you then think, okay, well, this is my last day, I'm going to kill myself tomorrow, I've made my decision, I'm no longer fighting this depression. And you know what, I'm going to give myself permission to take some time off, I'm going to give myself some permission to feel bad, it's okay too, but I'm not going to fight it. Now the very act in letting go, the very act of giving yourself permission, and then sort of thinking, well, I've got a day left to enjoy, means you automatically are going to start this subconscious rebuilding that you're not even aware of. And the next day you might even find you're feeling a little bit better. But of course if you're not, just repeat the fact that, okay, well, I'm going to kill myself, I let go, I give myself permission to die, but I'm just not going to do it today. I'm going to kill myself tomorrow. Great line, isn't it? Kill yourself tomorrow, just not today. Give yourself permission. They're very powerful words. Relax, release yourself of guilt by the fact that you've got to take some time out. And I guarantee you, you can actually apply this, in fact, in the rest of your life. If you're feeling a little bit tired and you just can't feel like you can achieve anything, you know what? Take some time off, but you give yourself permission to take time off. Don't procrastinate and feel guilty. Take time off. You give yourself permission. Well, this is a better view. The other thing I did as well is when I was 16, I was just so desperately down. Like, I don't want to get into the details, but I had a family member that berated me and squashed every single spirit out of every single cell of my body, and I hated myself. I loathed myself. My self-concept was just so low, and I made a decision, I'm going to crash the car. And I was about to do it, and admittedly I chickened out. And then a few days later something good happened in my life, and then the next time I felt a bit suicidal, I remembered back that I was feeling suicidal once, but something good happened after. So I started to learn these, develop these patterns. And there's been many times where I've been wanting to die, something's good happened to me later on, and so next time I'm feeling really bad, I think, oh, you know what, I felt really bad in that another time not long ago, and then I met someone, or something good happened in my life. And so I then think, well, okay, I'm feeling like dying now, okay, I'll let go, I'll give myself permission to die, I'm gonna give myself permission to hurt. And you know what? Probably I'm going to feel the same way as I did last time, where I got better and something good happened to me. So now the law of expectation starts kicking in. You know what? I expect something good to happen to me. And what happens is that when you practice this time and time and time again, it automatically kicks in without you even needing to know about it. Now, there's so many things about mental disorders, stress, depression that play into a role, but I'm just not too sure I've got time right now to talk about that, because I am just approaching the Christchurch gondola and I'm going to go and eat. I want you to imagine going out to the middle of a paddock and you're finding a bow and arrow, and you pull the bow and arrow back, and then you just sort of lift it behind your shoulder and just let it go. You don't even know where the arrow's going. Does it give you much fulfillment? Not really, is it? Like, if say someone had a drone and you had to really focus and try and put the arrow through the drone, you'd be a lot more focused and you have a lot more fulfillment in using the bow and arrow. Well, with life, what happens is sometimes, you know, people that get up, they go to work, they have their problems at work, they come home, they have dinner, they watch TV, they go to bed, they get up, they go to work, they have problems at the work, and repeat. So pretty much what happens is their life becomes unfulfilled. Now imagine if your life was a lot more focused now, like the arrow focusing on a moving target. And you think, okay, well, who do I want to be? What are my values? What do I want to achieve in life? Like, if we look at the world's most successful businesses, they all have a mission statement. Well, what about having a mission statement for yourself? What about writing down your goals, and every single morning you read those goals out, so at the forefront of your mind all day is success. Now when it comes to your goals, they need to be real. You need to not only write them down, but you also need to read it. You need to read it out aloud, and even have some pictures in there, because by combining the verbal of reading it out, combining with the pictures, and even the imagining of you being there, automatically moves you towards getting into the direction and heading towards your goals. And all of a sudden, when you are faced with negative expressions, well, actually you've kind of got a target now. You're not going to be distracted by as much negative expressions as you usually would. And I have seen people transform their lives when they apply these types of principles in their life, and this is how I applied principle in my life. Like, who do I want to be? What do I want to achieve? What are my goals? And I read it every single morning. And having that purpose and direction makes a massive thing. The other thing which is really important to know is that this is your life. You are 100% responsible for it. You can no longer blame mummy or daddy. You can no longer look to your employer as a mummy and daddy and blame and complain and, oh, I wasn't good at school because of my teacher, or I'm not getting a pay rise because of, or I didn't make that sale because of whatever else. You blame, you complain. No, the buck stops with you, and you've got to take full responsibility, 100% control of your life. And when you do, you'll achieve more in the next few months, few years than people can achieve in a lifetime. I really mean that. And you know, I love owning my mistakes now. I love being honest. I love if something goes wrong, you know what? It's my fault. It's my responsibility. How can I fix this? If a problem happens, it's like, fantastic, I've got a problem. This means I've got an opportunity to learn. This means now there's an equal or greater seed or opportunity of the veranda to a new door being opened. So my life could be really vibrant. In fact, I don't mind failing, because I've forgotten, it might have been Ford or the Bell who invented the telephone, who said, if you want to be successful, increase your failure rate. And to be quite honest, if you want to be successful, you need to fail. You need to try, fail, and learn. Try, fail, and learn. The fact that you don't try means you're, well, I don't want to call you a failure if you don't try, but you know what I'm getting at. So, I hope, maybe, possibly, you've taken something out of this video. Please share it with your friends if you think, oh, well, I got some value there. I'll probably produce more videos. This is all off the cuff. I've got no script. Maybe I need to put a bit more attention into that. But I'd love to hear your comments, and your thoughts and your feedback would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. My name is William Bisset, by the way, and yes, I'm a functional medicine practitioner, cancer and health coach, and my real goal is to help other people to achieve their maximum potential, help other people realise that maybe if they get cancer they don't have to die. So that's sort of the area that I really thrive and work in, and I love doing. So thank you very much. Bye bye.